Hi guys, this is Shawaku 7. I'm in my backyard with my constant companion, Jiha. Say hello, Jiha. Jiha's a little tired. I think Jiha wants to take a nap. But it's getting sunset here in Northeast Ohio. I thought I'd do a quick video. And if you watch my past videos, you know I'm a Eugene Sandow fan. I'm fascinated with Eugene Sandow. He only stood 5'9" and weighed 202 pounds. But he was renowned not only for his physique, but also for his incredible strength. Because he would challenge much larger, much heavier professional strongmen and outlift them. Even though he was only 202 pounds and 5'9" inches tall. And Eugene Sandow was a master at exploiting the law of muscular irradiation, which stands for the principle that when a muscle is hard at work, it will recruit its neighboring muscles, and if they're already part of the action, it will amplify their strength. So when other people try to outlift him, Sandow would defeat them because he knew how to recruit more of his muscles. And you can test this principle for yourself by just clenching your fist. And if you do, you will find that not only will your finger flexors muscles will contract, but so will your forearms and your biceps. And if you squeeze hard enough and you touch your pectoral muscles, you'll find that your chest muscles will contract as well. And there's other techniques. You can squeeze your armpits and that will cause your lats to contract. If you squeeze your sphincter muscle, it will cause your glutes to contract. If you root your feet, it will cause your quadriceps and your hamstrings and your calf muscles to contract. And if you suck in your belly button and tighten your core, you'll find that your entire midsection, the muscles there will contract. And it is possible to contract all of them all at the same time. And according to Eugene Sandow, if you contract your muscles using the brain and the mind-muscle connection, it wasn't even necessary to use exercise equipment, that you could achieve progressive overload just by simply flexing your muscles. And I find that fascinating too. And the third reason why I was fascinated with Eugene Sandow was his grip compression theory as a form of muscular overload. There are many different types of muscular overload. You can use load, which is weight, just add incrementally more weight, like slap another 2.5 pound weight plate on whatever you're lifting. Or you could do it by volume, adding more sets and reps. You could do it by time, by doing static holds and pauses. You could do it by elasticity, which is using resistance bands and bungee cords. You could do it by velocity, by doing repetitions super slow or explosively fast. You can do it by magnetic resistance, or by air compression, or by hydraulic compression. But you can even do it by grip compression. And that's what Eugene Sandow's system was all about. That his dumbbells would range from 5 to 7. And this is a 7 one. This is a 7 compression spring Eugene Sandow spring grip dumbbell. You can see it has a leather handle. And you can work your way up from 1 all the way up to 7. But Eugene Sandow also marketed a 5 grip compression spring dumbbell. This could be adjusted from 1 to 5 compression springs, and this was for women, or it could be used by children. But Eugene Sandow also marketed other exercise equipment. For instance, he has a ringing dumbbell which was just like his adjustable dumbbell, except for it had a bell to it, and every time you squeezed, it would ring, which gave back an auditory feedback. It would motivate the user to keep using it. And I've been looking for a ringing Sandow dumbbell, and when I find it, I'll buy it. And I've been on the lookout for one of those because I just want it just for my own personal want to add to my collection. But he also marketed chest expanders, and this is a chest expander that I purchased from England with the springs, and these are old, but they also use compression springs. But this one only has 2 compression springs, but it's a clever design, and the quality is superb. Even though these are rusty, I left them in the original state, and believe me, I'm tempted to buff them out, make them nice and shiny, maybe even have them plated. But you compare the quality of a Chinese spring grip chest expander, and there's no comparison. Even though these are over 100 years old, these are far superior. So Eugene Sandow marketed his adjustable spring grip dumbbells, plus a ringing version, plus a chest expander. Eugene Sandow also marketed a 4th product, and I couldn't find one for sale, but I did find the handles. And if I want, I can take the other handles off and use these instead. But I looked up the patent at the U.S. Patent Office and saw a diagram of the design, so I reconstructed one for my own use. And you can see I got this attached to a Everlast heavy bag stand, but I could have did it for my door by using the door anchor. I just chose not to. And let me show you how it works. I'm going to say something very controversial, but I'm going to say it anyway because this is what I actually think and believe, that Eugene Sandow was a genius, and he was way ahead of his time, and he was like the Leonardo da Vinci of strength trainers, because this invention by Eugene Sandow, and this is just a copy, even though I am using the original handles. The springs I took from the Chinese chest expander, and I use tie-down straps, and this is a strap I got from my hangboard I bought from Power Guidance. And of course I'm using the Everlast bag boxing stand, but this is like a functional trainer. Now I could attach more springs if I so desired, but I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. But look at the exercises I can do on this. And if I wanted to, I could connect it to the bottom. And I will, just to show you. It's just like a functional trainer. High pulls. So what I've constructed using Eugene Sandow's handles and some straps and some carabiners is a cheap version of a functional trainer. What works great with the Sandow invention are just regular cable handles. I can do pullovers easily, and other exercises. So this is how I constructed it. I just took 2 tie straps, connected it to a carabiner, and as you can see, I have 1 long strap connected to a base, and then I just took 2 of the cables from the chest expander and attached it to a cable handle. And that's the entire design. And this is adjustable. You can add additional steel cables, springs. Because all you need essentially is some straps and some carabiners and snap links and cable handles, and the rest you can connect it to a door frame with door anchors. And that's what I would suggest if you don't have an Everlast heavy bag stand. Is just take a door anchor, connect it here and at the base, and that way you can have a door anchor it. The whole system can be anchored with both a top door anchor and a bottom door anchor. Okay, that's all for this video. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so be notified when I create more YouTube videos. And I don't know if you can see the potential in this, but you can save several $100s by creating your own Sandow functional trainer.